Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lambeau.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
And he takes it the distance.
We attacking, better stand back and watch a run. Shotgun come with the option. Send big blitz, nobody blocking. Big win, that's a ring and a watch. Strong.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield, Those guys are staying with him, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. This one swung out here to Jones. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. But let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Slant to Adams. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On play action, it's Rodgers. On the move to his left. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Jackson running again. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Now they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
I didn't realize.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I will take that shit to the house.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Get on.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
Jimmy,
and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go, Tuck.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
We did a 10-point flip inside of 2 minutes. Gotta love it.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Give me that.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
If I was more patient, that was a touchdown.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
You came on a 3-4? Okay.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. The big fella past the 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Come on, man.
And he'll take this up near the
Run his ass
35, maybe
over.
the 34. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Chris Barnes charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on now. They're really going to give this man a fumble. And then he houses it. All right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Jackson going to look to run with it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. On play action, now Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll buy some, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack. And remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel, okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return will stop right around the 25.
That's game, fellas. That's game. Good game. Good game. All right. On to the next one. So how are we feeling about today's games, people? Any upsets? Any upsets? Let's see. Do I get the same guy again? Does he get his rematch? Answer for me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On first down, Rodgers. He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 75 yards. And the Packers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, Davante Adams, he's a great volume receiver. Here, he's able to do some pretty nifty work after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Boy, Jair, different.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Good play.
Daddy,
What's up?
I gotta hit the ball.
Okay.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And this is incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Second down at 4. Now Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kingsley Keke. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, I know he doesn't want a fumble loss by his name, but it was 4th down. I don't think he was going to get to the marker anyway.
I think he just hired you as his attorney because you have just argued that this fumble is actually okay.
I'm just saying not all fumbles are created equal, and the defense would have had the ball there anyway.
Okay, so the defense gets credit now, right? Someone gets a nice little mark by their name, but it really doesn't hurt the other guy because he wasn't getting there anyway. I like that. Good job.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger, there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 29. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chuck Clark coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. it's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts with a completion, left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Here we go.
And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
I guess it worked out.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Let's go. Just 4 seconds. I don't care what he runs.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 29 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The give is to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Jones.
Well, the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Just got to blow that blocker up. Sometimes that's what it is.
2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He wants it all for the end zone.
You want to test Marlo?
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Ain't no challenging, so.
The back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Just protect your boy. That's all I need is a little bit of protection.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want...
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
No more BS deep balls to Devontae Adams, and we got this one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
I don't see it.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He hits Adams, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give to Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Working with a 2nd and 3.
This one's 3, good.
Rodgers now to throw. Pass incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Only down.
On third down, here's Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Come on, guys. We need to stop.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Come on.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On play action. Now Rodgers. Blitz coming and down he goes. Chuck Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. And
Give me the safety. I'm going to pick that.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Oh, I didn't mean to call that.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Buying time to his left.
We got some blockers.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Again, Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Inches, not worried about inches, bro. We're going to get it.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They keep the game alive, at least peace for the moment as it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
All right, let's go.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Tucker now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to...
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
It's my fault. Lost. But just whatever.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Oh, he pushed it.
And he missed it. It's no good, and that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Like I've been saying, just protect me, guys.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. First down and more for Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown. And the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off. But throughout, really just a great game to witness.
See, they don't come on the mic until they start winning. He was up 21-0, then he wanted to come on the mic and start,
I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to.
All parts of this. Ooh, what a game. That was a game. What time is it? Alright, I can get one more game in, but I gotta go check on the little man real quick. I thought I might help him. Yeah, just on 2 boneheaded interceptions. Let him get a 21-0 lead. Man. Boy, Hollywood went off. I don't care about his team did. Hollywood and Andrews. I don't even think about it, man. That's just my guys. Drawing James gave up one. We got some sacks. I don't think we didn't get a single INT though. We should have had one. But it's whatever. It's Aaron Rodgers. Alright. I wonder what his rank was. Let's check that out. He wasn't ranked nothing. That makes me feel even worse because I was playing bad. I'm up to 14. I'll get to the top 1,000 pretty soon. Give me 1 second, guys. That shit was crazy. Alright. I'm back. Ah, sorry about that. I had to. Man. That last game was wild. But hey, pull it out however you can, right? Telling you, man, they wait until
Diana is popped today.
Alright, hold on. Give me 1 second, okay?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd.
Right.
They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Los Angeles Rams.
All right.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. They ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here.
One more time, I guess. I don't know. Well, I guess my son will get his ice pop a little sooner. Yeah. Nah, they disappear. We can just do a friendly quit. Works for me. One second. more disturbances. Let's get this game in. Oh, man. Damn Madden glitches, man. Messing everything up. Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Oh, man. It's annoying.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
You attacking, better stand back and watch a run. Shotgun come with the option. Send big blitz, nobody blocking. Big win, that's a ring and a watch. Strong in when he comes.
Oh, that's not what I want. What is going on? I don't even want to watch people talk trash about the Ravens before the game kicks off tonight. I don't. Nope. I'll just watch the game. Oh, we got one. All right. I would think low-key that, well, not even low-key, I would think that the Cardinals
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us
here.
at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
J.J. Watt.
So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
You got D-Hop. You got that former Raven, Max Williams. Got Kyler Murray back there. Always got to respect that. That's a... well, it's going to desync anyway, so... All right. Guess
Ball
people
up
not
to the
used to seeing this.
35 now as they come up.
Like, yeah, it's gonna happen regardless. Like,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
one happened at home, two on the road. I just want to get at least one more in before the game starts. EA Sports, fix your damn game. Those are custom playbooks, by the way, if anyone's watching. They're not gonna find those. If you're interested, I'll put it up for upload, but
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
let's go get a W. Come on, bro. Can we get a game? I keep getting the same person. You know what? Let's go for a night game. That way I'll get a different person. And plus, I've been wanting to play night anyway. Watch, I get the same person. Alright. Alright. Let's do... Give me a game, just one more. Like, we was rolling earlier. It's taking this long to find a game. No one else likes playing at night. I'll give it like 10 more seconds. This is why you need crossplay. This right here. But they can't even get just regular play right, so. Alright. 3, 2, 2, 2, 1. I can't even get out the loop. You gotta be shitting me. Alright. This game is trash.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
We attacking, better stand back and watch them run. Shotgun come with the option. Send big blitz, nobody blocking. Big win, that's a ring in a watch. Strong.
Maybe, just maybe. This'll work. Alright, let's go. God dang it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Should be like an update like this week. It gotta be. It ain't been out a month. Y'all did an update to fix franchise. Y'all can fix more than one thing in the update. Come on now. There's no reason this should be happening. Getting the game is really rough right now. Let's see what happens. I can't catch a break.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set.
Not catch a break, bro. We're gonna get a game going. Somebody has to want to play. Alright. Maybe this is a game. I don't know. Maybe the servers are just jacked up right now. I don't know. There's a lot of games that just didn't happen. Both home and away.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports.
Never had it this bad. Alright, well, let the game go on. It's going desync, but don't matter. It's not like you're just going to be scoring up and down the field against air.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's like people like wasting time. We're gonna get one. So we have a game. Is it going to work? Only time will tell.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. There's a scene a short time ago the Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
Gotta be wary of the option.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds.
There you go.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Murray now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Daniels. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Murray. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Flush to his right. To Connor on the check down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
Oh, my God.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
Oh, gosh.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Murray to run again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Murray now. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's see. See how he plays, man. Really thought he was going to run it in with Kyle.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson.
Good play.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Stop helping the enemy out. Daddy said okay.
After the turnover, here's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. Being chased out left. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. He's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Murray now on first down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Murray. He's got it to Williams. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds without getting rid of it. A big, big loss there. And it goes down as a sack as well. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. To throw is Murray. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Prater's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything that they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. He's got a man, complete, and all the way down to the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And one more time, here's Kirk. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down, Murray. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. Flush to his right, escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run with Dobbins. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
From the gun on third down, Murray going deep for Hopkins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Play action. Now it's Murray. Out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Not the best of plays here as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. First down and more for Jackson. There he goes left side. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, I mean, Lamar Jackson, what more can we say at this point? He is a living, breathing highlight reel. And go ahead and tack on that last play to the list of big ones by number 8. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella, and this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On play action, it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And that will be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Play action. It's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Open man, Watkins, touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one did.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own.
receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jordan Phillips, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins there to make the grab, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a